Hey, hey, hey. What is going on? What is going on? Hey, listen. I woke up with a Crimson Desert fever. I want to sleep with a Crimson Desert fever because for the life of me, I am getting so fucking pissed off. I know I shouldn't curse in the first 30 seconds of YouTube because they demonetize me, but I'm not monetized, so what does it matter? But a friend of mine, he got with me. He sent me a text like around 3 o'clock in the morning. What the hell is wrong with him, man? About a review that they did on an article, an electronic article, I don't know, of IGN giving a review for Crimson Desert. It's his true story. And when I saw that, I was like, hell no, there's no fucking way. There's no way. Um, let's start over. I just fucked up my Twitch stream because I'm like the baby rhino thumping around, just clicking and banging into everything. But anyway, I do a lot. I gotta stop that shit. I really do. I gotta stop my ums. My ums are killing me. But 3 o'clock in the morning, he sends me a text that I gotta react to an article that IGN wrote about Crimson Desert. Now, I love this game. I have 60 hours in this game. On chapter 1, I didn't even go through the freaking artifact gate. I didn't even activate it because I don't know how. They updated it. My game is stupid. I don't know. I don't want to know. It is horrible. I feel like throwing up just thinking about it. I have spent trying to activate that gate, I'd say about 12 or 13 hours. And when I get it, I'm going to do a thing on it because nobody's doing it. Osmongold did it. I don't know how he's doing it. I really don't. Because the way his looked when he first approached it, mine don't look nothing like that. And I've done everything. I put the cubes in the pedestals. I did the thing. I removed it. I put it. I think mine is broken. Do I have to probably start the game all over again? I think so. Is it going to suck? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the save I am. I'm going to do a new save. Right? And then play the game all over again till I get to that point. But it doesn't make any fucking sense because I've grinded so much and I don't know. I don't know what to do. I think I broke the thing and it's not activated and I don't know. I don't know what to do. I played it over. I played it from the beginning over and over and over. And it's not doing it. It's not doing it. But anyway, I'm doing the squirreling all over the place again. So what we're going to do is we are going to look at this IGN article together. I've done like the first 5 minutes of it. And then the first 5 minutes of it is what I've done. And we're gonna get into it. Why? Because we got to. It's part of life. It's just the way the world is whispering in my ears. That's just the way the world works. You like something, you don't. Or for somebody to come out and express their opinion as facts just because they have a journalist degree or so-called degree they went to some kind of school is bullshit. I don't buy it. I'm never going to buy it. So, without further ado, we are going to get into this video and we are going to figure it out because I've never listened to critics. People, you know, liking a game is subjective. Liking the game has nothing to do with if you're a sports gamer, right? You love sports, you love Madden and NBA and all that, and all of a sudden I give you Crimson Desert, you're gonna be like, what is this shit? This shit is whack. This is garbage. Because all your life you've been in NBA, you've been playing sports, basketball, football, hockey. That's who you are, right? That's your specialty. That's your niche. I am a sports gamer, so I'm just going to put sports out. And then if you go into another medium where you're now beyond sports and you say, all right, let me try something new. Let me try Indiana Jones from the studio that should not be mentioned. And you say, this is garbage. But me, I'm an action adventure guy. I'm a racing guy. I'm everything but sports. You give me Madden, I'm going to be like, what is this shit? This is garbage. I don't want to play this. I don't know who these people are. I don't know what their freaking stats are. People can recite who went to high school, who he went with, what he did for a living. I don't care for that shit. I'm not gonna. I like baseball. I like my Yankees. That's it. I don't care I don't know who's on the team. I just long time supporter. I'm the days of Derek Jeter and Matsui and all those guys. Matsui. Those are the guys, Mariano Rivera, those are the guys I grew up with. I don't care about the Yankees now, I just care about their logo. I'm from New York. I'm from New York. You can hear it from my accent. This is what I do. This is how I am. This is what I play. This is what I be. Action adventure, medieval. I love medieval. I love a little modern, Call of Duty, the old ones, Modern Warfare, the old ones. I like stuff like that. But deep, Escape from Tarkov or, Ready or Not and stuff like that, I don't care. I honestly don't. Fortnite and Marathon and shit. But give me a good night game. Give me Kingdom Come Deliverance. Give me Path to Exile. Give me Warcraft. But not the Total War, because that's all look the same. All they do is change little locations on the map, but it's the same fucking enemies. Well, in Total War 1, Rome and all that shit, it's the same fucking thing. I can see people getting so bent and so engaged in it. I get it. That's beautiful for them. For me, nah, you can have it. It makes no difference for me. I'm just reciting my opinion. I'm just reciting, the things I do and how I do it. Am I combative? Absolutely. I'm a grumpy old guy. I'm going to speak my truth. And you have an option to either be part of it and listen to it or fuck off and go somewhere else. I'm not going to cater my speech for your fifis. I'm not doing it. But anyway, we're going to get into this IGN thing. And let's hear it for the first time. I am going to lower the background music a little bit. I want it in there. And let me put my earphones on because I listened to the first maybe 5-6 minutes of it. He sent me the piece that Osmongo reacted to. So that's the piece that we're going to react to. But before we do, I did a setup. I just got to make sure because sometimes my iNet is a little crazy and it goes all over the place. And I want to make sure it looks all right. It looks good on. It looks good on Kick. Let's see how it looks on Twitch. It looks good on the Twitcher. Thank you, Twitchy. And let's see how it looks on the tubes. I have to do this. I apologize. I just have to make sure everything is rocking and rolling the way it's supposed to be rocking and rolling. I've been watching some Dr. Disrespect on make sure. I just looking for stutters and mutters, and everything seems to be beautiful. So 30 frames a second, that's what I stream on because come on. You see this shit on a fucking little, phone and stuff like that. Why am I streaming in 2K and 4K and all that shit? I don't understand. The only time I'll stream in 4K is when I do a video of a game I'm playing in 4K. But you watching me on this. This the way some of you are like now. Why the fuck this like this on a phone? Uninterested. Swipe. Right. Ooh, 4K. Shut up. All right, here we go. Let's see. Ready? Let's do it.
Not even a week after publishing what is probably the most consequential bad review in recent gaming history, a review that crashed Pearl Abyss's stock 40%, that was
I disagree. This didn't crash Pearl Abyss's stock 40%, even though the numbers may say different. I think it was just a bad launch. I think it was the launch of them not expecting. It wasn't IGN. Who the fuck is IGN? IGN is a has-been piece of shit. That's why my title says IGN is shite. And the reason why I'm doing this because my friend said, you have to do a vid on this. I said, dude, I got like barely 5 people watching me. He goes, it doesn't matter. Any little voice, even if you get one person engaged and that one person tells the other person and that other person, that's a victory. We can't let these motherfuckers get, it's the Osmongold and the ESOs of the world. Yeah, great. They got millions of followers and subs and they millionaires. But people like you, the 1 or 2 little streamers that continue to push this out, that continue to reverberate this, to continue to hit everybody over the head with this type of nonsense, with this type of stupidity, with this type of arrogance from these journals that think they can sway my opinion on something is what we have to do. That's why I decided to do this. And I decided to put caption on it. It has to be reverberated and echoed. Because even if one person watch me and watches this, then that message just got out. I stream for 1 people. I don't stream for 10,000. So the one person that's engaged with me right now looking at this and not being bored this early in the morning, mission accomplished. Let's get back into the video.
substantially written about things patched away in 72 hours that 3 million people ignored with their own money, IGN just published another Crimson Desert piece. And this time, they called the developers naive designers.
Naive.
I want you to sit with that for a second before we go any further. Naive designers.
I know.
The studio that spent 8 years building one of the most technically complex, visually extraordinary, seamlessly handcrafted open worlds this medium has ever produced. Naive designers.
Let's see if I can get the whole.
Written with complete confidence by someone who has never written a line of code, never designed a single game system, never taken one creative risk in the medium they've spent their career evaluating. Someone whose entire professional existence, whose platform, whose audience, whose institutional power exists precisely because Pearl Abyss did the hard work, and 3 million people wanted to experience it.
I agree.
Without the studio's building and us consuming, there is no IGN. There is no platform. There is no Metacritic score. There is no institutional authority. The whole apparatus is entirely downstream of the thing it's condescending about.
Yes, yes.
And they called those developers naive. So I want to ask the question nobody at IGN seems to have asked before publishing this. What exactly is this confidence built on? Because 20 years ago, sure, 20 years ago, IGN served a real and legitimate function. You couldn't watch 40 hours of gameplay on YouTube before buying.
This confidence, I'm going to put my 2 cents. This confidence is built on they thinking they know better because they done a little gaming, and they've done a little, whatever it is their title dictates that their authority on. They think they can go around and pass judgment. They think they can go around and say, hey, I know better than you. I've got a degree in this. I've studied gaming. I'm a sort of gamer. And I'm looking for these criterias. And if these criterias aren't met, then your game is shit. It's like I'm going in this with the new age, especially the Zoomers and shit. They go in with the inclusion and all that stuff that comes with it, rather than letting the game ride on its own. They want, this is not represented. There's not here. There's nothing there. This is not here. This is not there. So the game is shit. It's too hard. It's too easy. The game is shit. I've been a gamer. I beat Elden Ring. I played Cyberpunk 77. I've played the game that should not be mentioned, which I'll mention now so we'll put some content. Skyrim. I played all these games and this is nothing like it. This is way hard. It's way too big. There's too much to explore, too much to do. You get distracted. You don't do the storyline right away. I don't know what's going on. I found a bandit camp. I found a cave. I found a ruin. I found this special sword. I found these artifacts. I don't know what this is for. This game is junk. That's what happened. These motherfuckers think they know better than you and me that spend money to play the game. They think they know better. And that's your issue right there.
You couldn't pull up a Twitch stream of someone 200 hours deep in a game. You couldn't read 10,000 Steam reviews from actual players who bought it with their own money.
This is true.
The information gap was real. The institutional access was real. Review copies, preview events, publishing infrastructure, the ability to reach millions before anyone else could. The authority had a genuine foundation, and it earned its place in this ecosystem.
And he's talking about the authority of 20 years ago. I'm sorry, I got to stop for copyright. He's talking about the authority 20 years ago. He's talking about when there was no internet the way it is now, with the community base, leaving reviews, that, a new game is coming out, Super Mario Kart. Oh, shit. Well, nobody on YouTube was playing it. YouTube was in its infancy, coming out. Donkey Kong Country, there was no internet. It was a single player. So you had to wait and buy magazines to find out what the hell was going on the game. Where you saw pictures rather than gameplay, and the only gameplay you saw was through commercials. So yeah, they had an ecosystem back then that we depended on. Not anymore. Not in the age of Twitch, YouTube, gamers, people doing what they're doing, filming it and everything. We don't need them anymore, and they know that. They know they're being outsourced by you and me, just the common folk.
But what is that foundation in 2026? YouTube exists. Twitch exists. Steam exists. The entire information monopoly that justified 20 years of institutional authority has been completely democratized. The gap that made IGN necessary is long gone.
Yes.
And here's what gets me on a personal level. Gamer to gamer. Every game referenced in this article, Cyberpunk, Elden Ring, Valheim, Red Dead Redemption. I've played all of them, thousands of hours across most of them. So have most of you. So have the 3 million people who bought Crimson Desert.
3 million people? You saying that 3 million people are fucking wrong? The game was difficult at first. They patched it. The game is still a little awkward, but once you get going, I already know the controls. At first, I was like, oh my God, because a button, especially on controller, will have a double meaning. I don't have, 28 keys or 26 keys plus, like 50, 60 keys on a keyboard, where people that are keyboard savvy, God bless y'all, they like ER. I don't have that. I got a controller. I play with a controller. Sorry. I've been a console guy, so eventually I get into the keyboard. But as of right now, no keyboard for me. But yeah, they're 3 million copies.
We experienced everything he experienced. We know everything he knows.
No, we didn't. We know better because we're fucking playing the game as a subjective person, as a person to say, do I like it or not? He's playing the game like if he has to pass judgment on it. He's playing the game. What's up? He's playing the game like if he's supposed to know that fucking thing.
We've lived in every world he's drawing on to make his comparisons.
No, he hasn't. No,
There is no enlightenment the badge confers.
We know better.
No insight invisible to us that becomes visible to him by virtue of working at IGN. No asymmetrical information. No technical expertise.
We are reviewing an IGN article of Crimson Desert that I think is horrible. And then we're going to play a little Crimson Desert after it.
Game development experience.
And I'm giving my
Gamer
opinions.
to gamer. He thinks he's more qualified to evaluate this game than the people who bought it, played it, and loved it.
Yeah, I agree.
And the 3 million copies, the very positive Steam rating, and the rebounding stock price are 3 independent data sources all saying the same thing at the same time. That's what this video is about.
Yeah, fuck off.
Not just the bad review, we've covered that. Not just the face-saving follow-up piece they just published, though we're going through it in detail. It's about the specific quality of arrogance that makes both of those things possible.
And it's the arrogance. I know better. Do as I say, not as I do. I don't like this game, so you shouldn't like the game because this is my world. I'm the professional. I got the degree in this. You're the fucking lemming. Consume product, like product, move on.
The kind that only survives when it goes unchallenged long enough to stop feeling like arrogance and start feeling like authority.
Authority.
Let's go through it.
Yeah.
The very first sentence of this article is, "Love it or hate it, there's no denying that Crimson Desert has suffered something of a rocky launch." Rocky launch.
I know, rocky
2
launch.
million copies sold on day 1. I played on launch day and had a blast.
Yeah, so
The only
did I.
thing rocky about this launch was legacy gaming media manufacturing informational chaos and calling it criticism.
That's like IGN. They manufacture. They want to create a controversy because what they wanted in the game didn't exist. They wanted type A and type B in the beginning. Create your character. It didn't exist. You automatically start off as a, shall I say it? Shall I say it? A white man. Oh my fucking God. How horrible. I don't get to choose my sex. I don't get to choose my gender. I don't get to choose if I want a haircut or a certain feature. I gotta be limited to this fucking guy. Oh, the horror.
And I want you to notice what was in the original review and what wasn't. Controls, inventory management, boss difficulty. Every complaint was about surface-level friction, the kind of stuff any competent studio patches away in the first week.
And if it's harsh, I didn't mean it like that. I just meant it how people out there now have this certain style that if you don't meet, you're shit. Not that they're shit, or maybe I don't care for it. Maybe just let me play a fucking game. Yes, that's it. If it's a female character, let me play a fucking female character. If it's a male character, let me play a male character. If it's an onion, let me play as a fucking onion. Why does the onion have to be yellow and green and up and down? You know, just let me fucking enjoy the game. I'm on a race car. They don't have the color pink. This game isn't progressive because the color pink is not in the fucking race car. Maybe you unlock those fucking colors later in the game. Play the fucking game. Play the game. As soon as it starts, oh, look at the colors. It's saturated and there's no pinks and purples and lime green. Oh, this game is shit. Play the fucking game. And the reason why they write articles like this is because they're losing the narrative. Now studios are saying enough of this shit. We tried it for 10 years and we lost billions of dollars. The Last of Us 2, Dragon Age, Marathon, Concord, High Guard. We're losing hundreds of millions of dollars, and other studios are looking and they're going, you know, that character we were building, let's scratch that. Let's go back to the way the games were before all this fucking nonsense. But the character's white. Put him in there. But there's no type A, type B. Good. Put male, female. You know, the way, and let the audience decide. Let's not take sides. Let's just give them a game. Let the controversy ensue after we do our part. Male, female, white man, black man, white woman, black woman, Hispanic man, Hispanic woman. That's it. Man, woman. Not gender A, gender B, type A, type B. Male, female. Let them go crazy. Let them fucking riot. Let them fucking take to the streets and burn everything down. We're just going to do this. We're going to push it out because we're catering to the 2%, and there we need to get the 98%. There is about 9 billion people on the planet. 8.5 billion believes like this. 500 million believes this. Let's do something revolutionary like the way we did in the beginning. What's that, sir? Let's cater to the 8.5 billion people. Let's cater to them. And the 500 million, if they want to play, they can. But if not, they can make their own game. I need as much money. 2 million people on day one, 3.4 million copies sold today. And the more they fix it, the more they're going to sell. Let's cater to the 300,000 people that played it on day one, peaked on Steam charts, rather than the 10,000 people that played it on day one, like 1348 ex-voto. They wanted a modern audience with a modern calendar and a modern agenda, and they got it. And now the game is non-existent. There's like 20 people playing it, and it's gone. This game on the Steam charts has about 200,000 people playing it per day. Sometimes it spikes, sometimes it goes down. So let's cater to the 200,000 rather than the 10 to 20 people. I looked at this game. There's modern agenda in there, but it's not explicit. There's two men hugging each other. Maybe they're boys and they're drunk, and one guy on his knees doing this to another guy, and another guy is doing this. Did he do him wrong? Well, you know what? The beauty thing about it is that it's your imagination to figure out what's going on there. When you talk to them, they don't say anything about, oh, this motherfucker, I saw him with another man kissing, and no, he's like, hey, mate, if you want a good drink, go over there. They don't let you know what the hell, why is he on his knees doing this to the guy? Did he betray him? Did he do him wrong? Are they lovers? Is it a deal gone wrong and the guy's begging for forgiveness and the guy says, I'm going to have you killed? What is going on? Your imagination. You make the scenario. They don't explain it. When you interact with the people, they just go into their daily, whatever conversation. You better watch it around here. There's a lot of bandits going on. Then once you walk away, he's back to his animations. I don't know. But that's the beauty of this game. The beauty of this game, it's your game. Explore it, do it, make it yours. Anyway, back to the video.
Pearl Abyss did it in 72 hours.
The patch.
What was never in the review? The artistic vision.
Yep.
The sheer technical achievement of a seamless open world at that
amazing
scale and beauty. The genuinely original design philosophy. None of the things that will still matter about this game in 10 years registered. Just the surface. Just the stuff that was gone before the review was even cold. And now look at what this follow-up piece is actually doing. Everything that dominated the original review, the controls, the inventory, the boss difficulty, has been patched away.
Yeah, fixed.
So the rocky launch framing has quietly shifted to the one thing patches can't touch. The story.
Yeah.
That's what's left.
Always.
That's the last redoubt.
Always, when you're cornered, always go to the next thing. You give a good point. You tell them this is happening. They say, look at that over there. Wait a minute. The conversation was about this. Yeah, forget about that. That was so yesterday. Today is the story. Yeah, but your original piece was about the controls, the bosses, and the environment. Now, 3 days later is about the story. What happened? At least put that somewhere in the conversation. At least acknowledge. Thumpy, what's up? At least acknowledge what you did wrong. So that way you can fix it. They're not. They're just moving on. It's like Lotus. They go in, they eat everything. They leave you wanting more, then they go to the next fucking place. But what about this? Well, look at the havoc you did here. Fuck that. We're moving on here because we can't talk about this no more because it's fixed 3 days later, so we got to talk about that now.
We've covered extensively in previous essays why that argument falls apart the moment you actually engage with what this game is trying to do. And we'll get into it again. But I want you to see the sleight of hand clearly first.
Yeah.
One patch cycle invalidated the overwhelming majority of their professional criticism. And rather than acknowledge that, they reframed it. Rocky launch. Still standing, still confident. As if the ground beneath them hasn't completely shifted. Then we get to the paragraph that made me stop reading and just stare at my screen for a moment. It's unclear if the development team has had to break their backs to do this. Think about what you have to believe about yourself to write that sentence. Pearl Abyss, a studio whose stock crashed partly because of a review substantially written about things they then fixed in 3 days, came back, listened, worked, and turned the entire conversation around in under a week. And the response is to wonder, in print, whether they had to work hard to do it. That's not neutral. That's a power move dressed up as a throwaway clause.
Yeah.
It's the kind of sentence that lets you condescend to someone while maintaining complete plausible deniability about having done it.
Yep, fuck you.
And then, assuming that's true, it would also mean that Pearl Abyss didn't see the glaring issues in Crimson Desert's design, be that a result of poor internal testing, naive designers, or simply not seeing the wood for the trees.
I love that line because that is a theater kid's line. That is a theater person. You're not able to see the world through the trees, not accepting that the trees are part of the world. So you are seeing the world. It's just a little obscured, it's a little blocked. But the further you go into the woods, eventually you're going to find that the woods will cease and the world will open up. The canopy, the leaves, everything, the lack of sunlight, but you still get beautiful God rays, you still get the animals, you still get the birds, you still get everything that dictates what the world is. And those are theaters, those are the modern audience. Like I've seen, and even people I've gone out with, we're seeing a show. And they're on their phone recording the show, missing the show. Does that make sense? So they're on the phone recording the show, looking at their phone screen like this, while the show in all its splendor, they're not noticing what's going on to the right, they're not noticing what's going on to the left. No, they're, wait till my friends see this. Ooh. And I'm like this. I'm just looking to the side, like, why do I bother? That's why I'm. If you want to know what the GGC means, it's the Grumpy Gamer channel, right? But if you ever join, if you follow, you're part of the Grumpy Gamer crew. You're part of noticing the world without hesitation, without any restrictions. I will never restrict your freedom of speech. Just, you can refrain from the cursing because the algorithm, the new AI picks that up and they recommend. People type, they're free, fuck, F this and F that and blah. Yeah, that's cute. But if the stream warrants that, then do it. But just to come out and say, what the F is going on here? Just be a little more humble. And then if I call you a F-head, you call me an F-head back, man? F you. Got it. I warrant that response. Not every day is the same as yesterday. But a lot of people get that confused. A lot of people, they go into the conversation thinking this is the same conversation we had yesterday. No, it's a new day. It's a whole new agenda. It's a whole new era. Let's refrain. I mean, you can do it. I'm going to put some filters on my channel that it's going to omit the nasty profanities. I am. You can write it. You're just going to see F dot, 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 dot. I like that. Puts a little decorum into the speech. Sometimes kids watch this. Sometimes. They'll run into it on their brother's phone and be like, oh, who this bald-headed guy? Holy macaroni, look at the way he's cussing. Well, anyway, let's get back into it.
Naive designers. What technical background, what engineering expertise, what game development experience sits behind the confidence required to call the people who built this naive? The answer, as far as anyone can establish, is a media degree. That's it. That's the foundation.
That's what I said, college.
Something happens in the middle of this article that I think is the most revealing moment in the whole piece. After walking through the patches and grudgingly acknowledging that they worked, fast travel improved, storage box transformed the crafting loop, boss difficulty adjusted, they write this sentence. If you already like Crimson Desert's approach, I think there's a genuine possibility that it could be a contender for your Game of the Year by the summer. Your Game of the Year. Not the Game of the Year. Yours. As in, for people like you. People with your particular taste. People who enjoy this kind of thing. Read that again and feel exactly how much condescension is packed into one word. They didn't correct the 6. They didn't reconsider. They just graciously extended permission for a certain type of player to enjoy a certain type of game. The hierarchy is completely intact. The authority never moved. They're still above it. They're just acknowledging that some people with some tastes might find value here. First, they condescended the developers, naive designers. Now they're condescending the players, the very people their entire existence depends on. Written with complete confidence and zero self-awareness that without us, none of this exists. They complained, in the review and again here, that having to prepare for bosses was a design failure. Cooking food, managing resources, grinding to get ready for a difficult fight. Too much of a burden. Punishing. And honestly, I had to laugh. Because the preparation in this game isn't a separate grind you stop and do. It's just what happens when you're actually playing. You're exploring, picking up ores naturally, buying mats from NPCs on the road, upgrading gear organically. By the time you reach a boss, you have more than enough if you've been engaging with the world at all. The reviewer made it sound like he had to stop everything and dedicate hours to farming. That's not the game. That's someone who didn't understand how the systems work together, describing his own confusion as a design failure. And this person called himself a hardcore Souls player. But here's what makes this particularly pointed. Pearl Abyss listened anyway. They nerfed the bosses. They fixed the inventory. They added the storage. They responded with extraordinary speed and genuine care. And IGN is still standing by the 6. Because institutional arrogance doesn't update when reality... It just...
Did you hear that line? Institutional arrogance does not update. And it's true. Once you have a belief, and that belief is proven wrong, you're still on that belief cycle. Your belief. This is what I think. This is what it is. There's nothing you can say, Jag, that's going to convince me otherwise. That is a brilliant, brilliant line.
Keeps going. Still certain. Still confident. Still writing think pieces about whether the patches were enough, rather than asking whether the review was. And then we get to the part that I think most completely exposes the limits of how these outlets actually think about games. Their argument is that Crimson Desert's story is a fundamental creative failure. Not technical, not a launch window issue, but baked into the bones. And to explain why, they invoke Cyberpunk 2077. I've played thousands of hours of Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk is a cinematic experience first, and an open world second. That's the design philosophy, held completely and executed brilliantly. Every decision serves that vision. When you're in a Cyberpunk cutscene, you're not being taken out of the game. No. You're in the deepest part of it.
Correct.
That conviction produced one of the greatest games ever made. Crimson Desert has a completely different conviction. And here's the thing IGN cannot grasp. That difference is not a deficiency. It's a design philosophy. A deliberate, ambitious attempt to do something Western open-world design stopped trying to do years ago. Let me tell you what I was doing while this article was being written. I found out there was an armor set somewhere in the world. The Shadows plate armor. Full Lich King aesthetic. Hood up, black robes, massive executioner axe.
I could agree with that.
Nobody sent me to get it. No quest marker, no objective, no waypoint.
I can agree with that to an extent, because if you look deep, you will find that, but it's not made apparent. It's not in your face. It's embedded. You have to look for it. You know what I mean? You have to look for that stuff. It's not like, hey, this is what it is, and then play the story. No, it's do the story, and on the corner of your eye, you might see something over there. And on the corner in your other eye, you might see something over there, but that's not the story. That's just life. I'm 58 years old. I grew up with drag queens and transgenders and gays and lesbians and dykes and bisexuals and all that. I grew up with that. I felt sorry for them because they couldn't really expose themselves. But that was a thing. There was no difference even in Greek, even in Rome. There was homosexuality. Caesar was bisexual. Alexander the Great was bisexual. That's, okay. Cleopatra was bisexual. She did women, she did men, and she involved herself in orgies. You think in orgies she only had men? No, she was whatever, grabbing a tit here, sucking a dick there. That's fine. But don't make it that I must consume it, that I must accept it, or else there's something wrong with me. I've dated lesbians. I was involved in a little menage a trois, 2 girls and me, and they'll go at it, and I'll throw myself in there. I was a good-looking young kid, growing up in Harlem, New York, and going to college and experimenting with Africans, Italians, Greeks. I had all types of women in my life. Believe it or not, I was a solid, good-looking man, 6-packing. I had hair. Good-looking. Not this old former shell of myself, but I was good-looking. I must agree. And it's just, okay, move the fuck on. Just move on, Jose. Get over yourself and move the fuck on. But now it's like, if you don't accept this, you're a bigot, you're Ista, you're ism, you're no, you're phobe. No, I just want to be left the fuck alone. Go do that over there. I like looking at two women kiss. That's the most sexiest thing in the whole fucking world. But I don't like looking at two men kiss, especially when they got beard and crust and I don't know. Maybe it's me. Maybe the man has to be clean shaven, and then maybe I can see it. I've seen men kiss and grab and grapple. And my friend's bachelorette party, she did it in a gay bar. That's the first club I went to that I never have to spend a penny. I use these motherfuckers like it was yesterday's newspaper. I came out of there drunk. I had every guy in the place buying me drinks. And my friend was like, shit, you more popular than us. I said, what the fuck you expect? You did your bachelorette party in a gay bar. I see a couple of lesbians going up to you, doing their thing with you. Go grab it. Hey, what up, Marion? I've seen it. She wants to buy you a drink. Go over there and get the drink. I'm just, a guy said, hey, can I buy you a drink? Yeah, I'm coming. No, you can get me a shot. You can get me a beer. You can get me some Jaeger. You can get me some Sambuca. You can get me some Hennessy. You can get me cognac, top shelf. And I got it. So you want to meet in the bathroom? I said, I'm here with my friends. Maybe later. Does that mean I was gay? No, that means the loopholes in the system. I just worked the loopholes in the system. They must have spent like $400 or $500 on me. Not one of them even got a reach around. I told my friends, yeah, I'm out of here. I go meet you in the car. When are we leaving? 15 minutes. I'm leaving now. I said, I'm leaving right fuck now. All these motherfuckers are going to grab me and they're going to rape my ass in that bathroom. So I got to go now. I got to fucking go now. This motherfucker bought me 8 drinks. That motherfucker bought me 3 drinks. That motherfucker over there, that big black guy over there bought me 4 drinks. This little midget bought me 2 drinks. This motherfucker bought me. Even the lesbian fucking bought me a drink because she wanted me to get with her friend and go have a kissing fest in the back. I'm like, had my Movado watch. I was styling, gold chain, little diamond earring. I was styling. I'll show y'all some pictures someday. But I did all that shit, bro. Just the system is there. I just manipulated it. I used it for my advantage. Back to the game.
I just heard it existed and decided I wanted it. What followed was genuinely one of the best gaming sessions I've had in years. I rode out with just a direction. Scaled mountains that looked like the Canadian Rockies.
Probably.
Genuinely vertical. The kind of climb where you grip the controller tighter because you're not sure you'll make it. Stumbled into a witch's hideout built inside an ancient tree trunk in the Wayward Woods. Found it completely by accident because I'd gone the wrong way. Accidentally rode through a black bear camp and got chased halfway up a mountain by what felt like an entire civilization of absolutely furious barbarians. Dropped into desert canyons with waterfalls hidden inside them. Found border cities that weren't on any map I'd looked at. Still on Chapter 4. Main story untouched for hours. Nothing locked me out. The world just existed, vast and alive, and completely indifferent to whether I was following the plot. That's mediocrity? That's what I'm supposed to endure to get to the good stuff. And then they compare this to Starfield. Starfield is procedurally generated emptiness connected by loading screens. Crimson Desert is a handcrafted world you traverse seamlessly on horseback for hours, watching biomes change around you in real time. Putting them in the same sentence isn't analysis. It's proof the framework has broken down so completely, it's producing conclusions that make no sense to anyone who has actually spent real time in both worlds.
Yes.
And then there is this line. the one that I keep coming back to. To unlock Crimson Desert's more accomplished facets, you have to dedicate hours to mediocrity. Think about what made World of Warcraft legendary. Not the endgame, not the raids. Riding through Elwyn Forest for the first time with no idea where you were going, in a world that felt like it had been there long before you arrived, and would continue long after you logged off.
And which is true. The whole thing to Crimson Desert is grinding. Look, I'm in chapter 1. I haven't even activated that stupid Abyss game because I don't know how, or maybe my game is broken. I don't know. But I already got 60 hours in it. Yes, fucking grinding, grabbing fish, killing animals, checking out the vendors, finding the vendors, just exploring, traversing mountains, jumping off of mountains, dying. 60 hours on chapter 1. In the beginning, I haven't even... Once you open that gate and you're able to transport and glide, the game opens up. 60 fucking hours before me even doing the first mission. What up, Moose? Yeah, it's by IGN that they did a hit piece on Crimson Desert. They did a hit piece before, then they followed up, and I'm not with it. No, I didn't. I did not, unfortunately. I wanted to, but I tried my best, but I couldn't do it. I just couldn't. Oh. Let's go back in.
Think about what made Skyrim legendary. Not the main quest, but the feeling that over that mountain there might be something worth finding, and the world making good on that promise often enough that you kept going.
Oh, good.
Neither of those games opened with their most accomplished moments. They opened with a world and trusted you to find it. That trust was the entire point. Crimson Desert is doing something much closer to what the great MMOs understood. That in a world this big and
Dude,
this
I love
alive,
this fucking game.
heavy narrative doesn't deepen immersion.
I love it.
It works
60 hours
against
on
it.
chapter 1.
Every
Before the
cutscene that
game
locks you into a specific
unheard of.
emotional
That's
experience
what I do.
reminds
That's what I
you
do
you're
all day,
watching
every
someone
day.
else's story rather than living in your own. The short, well-animated story beats give you just enough context to feel the weight of the world of Pywell without
Yes.
taking that weight out of your hands.
Yes.
By chapter 4, Cliff's journey had already given me enough to feel genuinely invested.
Cliff.
Not because the writing is flawless, but because the world around it is real enough that even an imperfect story lands differently than it would in a smaller space. That's not mediocrity. That's a design philosophy that requires a different vocabulary to evaluate than the one IGN is working with. And calling it mediocrity
Neither can
with
I.
that
We're gonna play a
confidence
little
from
bit
that
afterwards.
position is the arrogance made completely visible. The vocabulary doesn't exist in their framework, and rather than acknowledge that the framework might be the problem, they call the thing the framework can't evaluate mediocre.
Mediocre.
So here's the question this whole article forces me to ask, and I think it's the most important one we've raised in this entire series. What is IGN's arrogance actually built on? Because arrogance with a foundation is at least coherent. A surgeon with thousands of successful operations can be confident. An engineer whose bridge is still standing can be confident. Even a critic with a long track record of being demonstrably right can earn institutional confidence. The arrogance has something underneath it. What's underneath IGN's?
But it's true. If you look at what he just said in the context of the game itself, the world was built for Alduin the dragon to devour it. That's why he's called the Devourer of Worlds. And then everything else is the cherry. But you don't forget your main mission. You got to stop Alduin. Alduin is still attacking throughout the game. Even though you diverted from the main mission, you'll go meet him and he's blowing and he's releasing other dragons. That's why you encounter them. So he goes to the tomb, he thumbs it, the other dragons come out, and he moves on. He is the world devourer. So yes, Skyrim is based on a dragon devouring a city or the world. You said city, but the world. And everything else is a cherry. On your way to trying to kill Alduin, you'll run into a dungeon. You'll run into a camp. You'll run into a ruin. You'll run into a hole. You'll run into a pit. You'll run into some more bandits. You'll run into some side quests. Hey, get me a sword. Get me a ring. Get me a chain. Get me a pot. Get me a this. Get me firewood. Get me this. Get me that. Hey, looking at the companion. Come on, Lydia. We got some world to explore. But your main mission is a dragon devouring the city. So he's right on that. So he's not high. Just like Crimson Desert is reverse. Crimson Desert is a game that's built around the world. So here's the world. Have fun. You don't got to do the main mission. Look, 60 hours and I only did like 1.01% of chapter 1. Once I open that gate, chapter 1 is over. But I got 60 hours in it because I'm fishing. I'm grabbing fish. I'm diving in. I'm trying to buck horses. I'm trying to, I see a wild horse. I stop and now 30 minutes for him. That horse throwing me off. Bandits attacking me grabbing pots and pans and looting and grabbing poppies and weeds and flowers. So I can make ingredients, so I can make food for health and running into wild pigs and little kids that are darting me and I'm fucking collapsing. You should see yesterday's video. I ran into this camp. It almost looks like fucking the Wizard of Oz, the land of the little people, Munchkin land. The little kids, and every time I get close to their village, they hit me with a dart. I collapsed, they dragged me away. I did it 3 times, yesterday's video. Oh, fuck that. Let me run this time. Did we? No, we did it. Let's grab him. And they dragged me again. Then the 3rd time I ran, oh, there it is. I'm closer. Whew. I'm like, fucking mother truckers. But that's what the game is built. The game is built to explore. Then you do the story. Skyrim is built on the story. Then you explore. You see the difference on those two?
We've played every game they reference. We've lived in Cyberpunk, Elden Ring, Valheim, Skyrim, World of Warcraft. We know exactly what they're drawing on, and we can evaluate those comparisons as well as they can. Probably better, because most of us have spent significantly more time in these worlds than any reviewer on a deadline ever could. There is no expertise gap. There is no insider knowledge.
Nope.
There is no technical foundation.
Nope.
What they have is institutional capital.
Yeah.
20 years of accumulated authority that went unchallenged long enough to start feeling like competence.
Mm-hmm.
The IGN badge doesn't come with expertise. It comes with a Metacritic score that moves stock prices.
Yep.
And for 20 years, that's been enough to crash valuations, shape what gets greenlit, call Korean developers naive, completely certain of its own authority. And gamers are not an easy crowd. We are the most cynical, hardest to please, most forensically critical audience in entertainment.
This is fucking true.
We tear games apart for a bad frame rate.
Yep.
We spend hours in forums dissecting single quest design decisions.
Yep.
When we defend a studio rather than tear it apart, that means something.
Yep.
It means the studio passed a test that very few
Hell
pass.
yeah, bro. I'll defend
3
this fucking
million
game
of us
forever.
independently decided, with our own money, that Crimson Desert was worth it. That's not a mob. That's a verdict from the hardest audience in entertainment. And the data makes the institutional failure undeniable.
That's
3
a verdict.
million copies despite the review.
Yeah.
Steam going very positive, in direct contradiction of the critical consensus.
Yeah.
And most tellingly, the stock recovering.
Yeah.
Because even institutional money is now recalibrating. The market itself is figuring out what gamers already knew. That IGN's verdict on Crimson Desert told you more about IGN's framework than it did about Crimson Desert. The one thing they were supposed to do, they failed at completely. And the market is learning to price that failure in. That's the collapse of institutional trust made visible in data. And their response is this article. Not an apology, not a reconsideration. A face-saving piece written with the same unbroken confidence as always. Because the arrogance only survives in the absence of accountability.
Mm-hmm.
So let me leave you with a question I've been sitting with since I read this piece. If IGN doesn't represent us, the gamers, and they don't make games, and the information gap that once justified their existence is long gone, and the YouTubers covering these same games have larger audiences, more hours played, more skin in the game, and are held accountable by their communities in real time, what exactly is justifying their existence in 2026?
Corporate money.
What are they actually for? I don't have a clean answer yet, but we'll explore it properly in a future video. What I do know is that the fact the question is even worth asking tells you everything about where we are. That's it from me. But before I go, once again, thank you. To everyone who showed up for this one, the comments, the shares, the support. It means everything, and it keeps this going. And genuine thank you to Enjoy GM, a longtime partner who has supported this channel through thick and thin. If you're playing Where Winds Meet, Wuthering Waves, Genshin Impact, or any other gacha, Enjoy GM lets you top up at better rates than you'd normally get. No account login required, nothing sensitive shared. You enter your UID, pick your amount, pay, and you're done. Link is in the description. Community Discord and everything else is down there too. Until the next one, peace.
This was brilliant. Hope you guys enjoy it. Hope you guys enjoyed it because it was brilliant in every aspect of it. It was brilliant with the whole remark. And I know I talked throughout the whole thing, and I apologize for that. But this is Crimson Desert right now. With the whole makeup, the style, everything. You know, I adore it. I think it's the greatest shit since sliced bread. Oh, I got this horse. This ain't supposed to be my own. Her sepia, no. I don't want this horse. Can I change the horse? Let's see if we can change the horse. It's my original horse. Alright, this is clear. Why didn't my other horse save? Oh my god. Man, I had a beautiful horse. You know why? Because I exited the game without fucking saving. Come on, baby. It's alright, we'll get another horse. But there's no way you can traverse this. So, how beautiful. The sound effects are mine. That wind blowing is mine. That's one of the things I didn't like about this game. It didn't give proper sound effects. So if you take it out, look, if you take out my sound effect, that wind effect, look. Watch it shut down. Here you go. 3, 2, 1. Look at the freaking. Oh, it's gonna rain. Let's put my thunder in here. It's my sound effect. Put the weeks. Ooh, blackberry. I like blackberry. Yeah, you see? And that's another thing that's brilliant about the game. You see how he's getting wet? His whole outfit is wet. That's brilliant, bro. I love that. Without putting a mod in, without anything, it's part of the game. Shit. You can sit on the cliff and yes. Dude, I love this game, bro. And the reason why I'll be playing this game more is because so much to do. It's the type of game I like. This Resident Evil. I'll be doing other games, but until I figure that gate out, look at that. Look at the water just cascading down. Look at the attention to detail, how the water just rolling off the rocks. Like the game that should not be mentioned, you just got spittle. You don't have this fluid roll of water. You just have little splashes, like little drops. That's garbage to me. Iron mineral, huh? Oh, it's down there. Oochie wally wally, oochie bang bang. Let's kick it. Oh man. All right, let's make the thunder a little louder now. I wanted to. I wanted to shake. Yeah. So that's the only thing this game lacks is the sound effects, in my opinion. And I love the mechanic that you can just walk, sprint or run at your leisure. Oh, here we go. Ready, guys? That was pretty hot. Dude, there's so much mountains, bro. You boy. That wasn't as planned. At least Damn, I'm up here again. Whoa, 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 whoa. I need more help. Hold on. Oh, shit. Let me level 3. Just gonna get some more health. Yeah. Let's get some more stamina. Oh, I'm on level 5 already. You good there? What about here? Let's get some spirit. We're gonna do 3 levels. Yeah, baby. That's hot. What? What else you got? I love the fact that it's different animations, yo. Yeah, boy. Fuck with me now, thugs. Let's go. Let's go. Fuck with me now. The hell is this? No, this game is so good. Grasshopper. What? Oh, boys, we going exploring. I had no idea you had to do that. I just figured I'd turn on the fucking candles. All right, let's get ready. Yeah. Treasure chest. Oh, yeah. Legendary Gladius. That's it? That's all we got in it? Look at all that shit in there. I want that. Kick it. Oh, it's raining again. Let's put the thunder back on. Alright, we gotta see what this legendary Gladius is, yo. Dude, I had no idea that was... never did it before. So replace, let me see, my axe has 14, level 2. It decreases, but I want to see how it looks. So let's, fuck it. Let's just see what it looks like. So legendary about this. Oh, it goes faster, movement, attack, fire. No ice or lightning. Daze immunity. Huh. Woo! I like. I like. What is it telling me to catch? You know what sound effects I'm going to put in here? I'm going to put insects. Oh, I'm gonna get swept away by this fucking thing over here. Where's that at? Let me just, because I'm gonna make a short clip of this. Let's just put a marker here. I want to show people where it's at. Three Saints Falls. Guess I can't go in there. Let's see if we can go in there. Nope. That's a hard ass waterfall, bro. Ooh, that's just worth a lot of money. This is where I go fishing. Even though I have a fishing rod, I could go fishing the conventional way, but I don't want to. I like this. This form of fishing. Much faster. Ooh, there's a bastard. They're worth a lot of money. Especially health-wise, 60 points of health. All right, we got to make it over there to that bridge. I will use Horsey, but I can't believe they didn't save my girl, bro. Uh-oh. What's this? Iron. Oh, this is a teleport. What? Ooh, I can teleport to there now. Nice. Once I get the teleporting thing done. I love it. And it's running so good on my system. That's what's surprising. I don't need a 5090. Hello there, good sir. Oh shit, what the hell is this? I'll take it. Oh, he's a herbalist. Can I talk to you? Oh, he is. How about you? Oh, little donkey. I should steal the donkey, right? Look at this. Well, I gotta go over there. Why am I running all the way over this? There's a house down there. Anyway, I gotta go this way. Oh, it's time for my horse. Where you at? Come on. Come on, horse. What's the saddle I even got for you? This is bullshit. Hold on. So, maybe I'm playing, I'm playing a different save. That's why. All right, cool. Let's go get you ready. I heard somebody. Then I fuck around. Fuck around and find out. Oh. I just passed something. Let's see what it is. Oh, I got a new shit. Oh my god. It all up. Found another one. You boy. So that's what that is. So when it's purple, it's one of these things. Got it. I would love to kill you, bro. Come on, horse. Let's get out of here.
Don't
Fuck out the way.
test me.
Get out of the way, bro.
Run.
Go.
Don't lose yourself.
Ooh. Alright, we gotta go buy a saddle for this motherfucker. No way.
Shit moves.
I love that, bro. You know, it's been raining out here, gentlemen.
Careful now.
You know you can do that? You can jump on top of these motherfuckers. I love it. Good day, Governor. Let's lower the thunder. Look at that. Alright, we need to go right here. I want to go. Alright. I want to go to her. She's the one that carries the saddle. Let's see what the horse can endure. Not bad horse, see? A little mountain horse. If we find a horse, we're gonna buck it.
Hiya.
I normally find a horse out in the wild out here. We gotta get off the trail. Ooh, I didn't even know you could jump that far. Oh, hell yeah, let's go. No, I want this one. Let's do it. Get off the horse, get off.
Playtime's over.
Oh my god, get off the fucking horse.
Die.
Holy shit.
Look inwards. Consider where you went wrong.
Yeah, Poppy. Motherfucker. Let's go. Woo-hoo-hoo. Let's go. We're gonna bust you up now. We're gonna fuck around. Find out. Let's go. So that shit you were talking. Yo, I just did a move that burned him up. What move was that? Oh shit, what is it down for? Or see, the hell out the way. There's always something around to pick up. Horse, it puts me off. Right, horse, get out of here. I know you love me and I love you too, but what about these? Ooh, I want this one. Those are his horses. Those are their horses over here. Yeah, let's see. But see, I don't get to keep this horse because I stole it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go find a horse. I've always found a horse out here. What did I just get? Non-spirit fishing knot?
Are you simple?
Am I simple? I believe I am, Governor. What's over here?
Yeah. Ah. Yeah.
I'm curious. Oh, so easy. I want to steal your fucking thing.
There's good days and bad days. That's just how life is. You just live and get by.
Oh, I didn't want to steal. I wanted to pet. Oh my god. Oh.
People know your face around here.
Go. As long as I get out of that danger zone.
Run.
I didn't want to steal it. I wanted to pet it. Oh. Now I'm gonna be one of these.
Not gonna be any escape for you.
Oh shit! Come on, boys. Do this.
Oh, you want
Ooh, some good horses over here.
this? Idiot. Let me catch my breath. I'll grind you to dust.
Would you? Come on. Let's go.
Scurry off to where you came from.
Come on, come on. I'm gonna get you with a flying kick. Where you at, Governor? Look, sweet potatoes. Yo, these are good nourishment, bro. Alright, let's see. I want his horse. What were they guarding over these? Where the horse is at, bro? That's what I don't like about the game. Once you start fighting and the horses get startled, they disappear. Those were beautiful horses. Ooh, I got some.
No hard. Your ancestors were cry.
I didn't call my horse. He said he'll hit me so hard that my ancestors will feel it.
No killing. Save us the later storms.
Nah, my horse, I can call it any time. What I'm trying to figure out, a saddle. Hell yeah, I want this saddle, bro. Come on, I should be able to steal it, bro. What kind of shit is this? How about now? Can I take it? Nope. Fucker. Hey there, mates. Have you seen some bandits around? What I want to do is try to see if I can get a horse in the wild again. I figured out how to, after 50 tries, I figured out how I can tame it. You can call your horse anytime. Like, you just, on the thumbstick, you just press up. And he whistles and, ring, there's me horsey. Follow me, horse, follow me. Normally there's a couple of horses always in the wild around here. I would love to grab this one. It looks like they can't handle that horse. Oh my god, he's always jumping in there. He jumps in the automatic and I know why. The fuck just happened?
Arms? Is that what your back's acting up again? Every goddamn morning it's the same story.
You scared that guy off.
Arms are aching all over as well. Fuck it.
What's this?
Work won't do itself. Well met, are you?
How you doing? How much for this lamb?
You can't do that.
You're not nice at all. I'm looking for a horse. Has anybody seen a horse out here in the wilderness? There's always one over here. This is where I get all my horses, over here before the lady in the stall. There's one right there. No, that's a cow. God darn it. Not that. That one back there. Why can't I ride a cow? I want to ride a cow. I can steal a cow? Say word. I wonder how that would look. Alright, we're looking for a horse. Dude, this is what I love about this game. You can just lose yourself. I got 61 hours just doing nothing. I can't even progress through the main fucking storyline because I don't know how to activate that bullshit. So I might as well find a horse. Picking shit up like he owns it. Okay, they leave it out, it's mine, man. Timber. Let's go find a horse, bro. We gotta find a horse.
People like you.
I'm just gonna go before it gets dark. Yo, to land, bro. Ask him now, call him. That shit has been fucking destroying me, bro. That's why I spent 61 hours in the world, because I can't pass that shit. And now, because I can't pass it, I'm looking for a damn horse. Not enough stamina. Stamina? If I was a horse, where would I be? How bad would it be if I ran into a cow? Like I rode in town with a fucking cow? Somebody gotta make a mod. Whoever's out there, you gotta make a mod of riding a cow. Bull. That shit, me rolling in on a moose. A bull. Alright, we're gonna spend 2 or 3 more minutes. If we can't find a horse, we are going to go try that stupid castle thing again. Ooh, this looks like a nice place for a horse. Nice open field. Come on, I feel his deers. Come on, I feel like a horse. Yo, my reshade is amazing. And I can't believe how well this game is running. I got it on cinematic. The highest levels for shadows and dude, look at this game, bro. Whoa, what's this? Let's go check out this outpost.
Now, you shit!
Oh, good. Good. Oh my God! And you know what I like about this game? They all attack you. You're not safe. Look at this! Holy. Oh, yeah, motherfuckers are going back.
Let me... Jump to surrender! This is shit. It just got started. Did they try to run?
Can't lose track of my outfit. Ooh, when I take over this camp,
Your word. Build not.
where you going? Where you going? Where you going, puppy? Keep that same energy. Keep that same energy, bitches. Where you at? You.
You had this coming a bastard long time. I could take you, Floyd.
I'll cut a hole right through
want some of this. No, puppy. No. Keep that. Oh. Aha.
What you like a bag of blood?
Bunch of little goblins. Oh, they keep coming.
Smell that? I'll cut you down to size.
Look, this is what I'm gonna do to you. Oh my god. Little gremlins. Hell yeah, boy. Come here. Oh. Sorry. Yo, these motherfuckers keep coming, bro.
This is a beating you'll remember. This one's fighting.
Ooh, that one was a tough one.
You'll regret this.
Alright, guys, come down here.
A bowl of broth has more bite than you. Cut him down, bring me in.
Oh, you pick it all up, bro. See, I got the auto loop, so he automatically picks it up. You're gonna have to pick all that shit up, bro. Because console don't have the auto loop. See how he's just picking shit up as he walks by? You see that? See that? He's just picking it up. Arrows. So all I gotta do is walk around the spot. All I have to do is walk around and wherever they drop. See? See that? You're gonna have to do what Todd Howard said. Just get yourself a PC. And I can teach you how to mod it. That's a mod. That auto loot is a mod, and I don't have a mod manager, so I'm injecting it directly into the folder. Alright, so there was a cave somewhere here. Alright, we're gonna bring out my other weapon. There you go. Hell yeah, boy. I like it with the shield because he does a running charge. Ooh, there's a lot of arrows around here. Yeah, I thought this was a cave to go in. It's just a little underpass. That sucks. And you can break these tents down. I like that too. So if you can't get in, You break it down so you can go and, see what's inside. Sometimes it'll have a bed or something. And if you break it down, you can, do your thing. Or sometimes there'll be a chest in the back and you'll be like, oh, I can't get it. Well, I found out breaking it was like by accident. I just started swinging and there it is. He was hurt, but he said there was those cubes you must pick up, yeah, and put on the cube statues, which I did, and they dematerialize, okay. Then you just punch the control panel with the right stick. Then you must climb. Yeah, I did all that. Let's go do it right now. Let's go to. I did everything you're talking about. Everything. We're gonna do it right now. And you're gonna see. Alright. Sometimes it's faster running than. Damn, that's how far away from the lady with the. Oh yeah, we came out here for a horse in a while. Dude, look at this, bro. Come on, bro. Todd Howard should be looking at this game. I know, and I'll show you. I'm doing something wrong. I know I am. I don't know how, but I know I am. Oh shit, there's some stuff around here too. Look at this. Look at all this I'm picking up on my own. You hear that sound? That's him auto-looting. All I gotta do is walk around the area. Don't be jealous, bro, but think of it this way, bro. Think of it this way. When you do play your game, you are going to be so good at it. Look at this. Why can't I pick this up? Do I have to steal it? If I can't pick it up, that means I gotta steal it. Yep. Becker shields are worth some good penny. But I don't see anybody here for me to. Oh, there they are. Aha! I got a shield too. Alright. Ooh, a grindstone. Where at? I supposedly have a helmet that turns on bonfires. Oh, I love it, yo. Just pick it all up. Pick it all up. What else you got over here? I would have never discovered picking up all these timbers and arrows and stuff. It's not like it indicates. You got to search. Look at this. The timbers look like the regular fucking forest. How are you going to look at a place and say, oh, there's timbers over there? Where's the grindstone? There was a grindstone somewhere. It was around here. Look, let's open this. See, he picks it up automatically. Aha! There you go. Keep looting. Keep looting. Come on. Looks like there's more stuff in there, mate. Right here. Oh, there's something glowing on top there. We gotta go see what that is. You see that? It was like a little... And I like the grindstone because it sharpens all your weapons. Palmer pill. Alright. We gotta go over here. And there is no horse. Whoa, look at that. I took a shield. What else is here? It's getting dark, bro. Red. Dude, I can't run without him picking something up. Yeah, everywhere he's going is picking something up. This is a place to be for loot. Oh, damn! You see this? I'm sure glad I put in that mod, bro. See what else is here. Come on, keep picking up. I'm pretty sure there's still more stuff here. Yeah, nice. Very nice. Ceramic container. I don't know what that means, but... Dude, just think of... And it's very critical that you get these ingredients and stuff like that. Because when you go to do your shield, you need wood. It's going to say not enough timber, not enough cloth, not enough... And when you cook, it's going to say you need a grasshopper for ingredients. So you're going to have... You're going to have a little tough time... Especially when you get your settlement and you start building your settlement and you build your house, it's going to tell you you want a weapons rack, you're going to need timber. That's a nice axe. What the fuck was that? Alright, so you could steal this, but you gotta run out of this zone.
Stop right there.
Oh my god. Shit. Oh, that's what he's doing, the settlement? Hell yeah. Well, yeah, it's almost like the game that should not be mentioned. You know, you can buy a few attachments. I just want to see if these guys would attack me because I stole. No. I guess I ran out in time. If you stay within that red zone for a certain amount of time, then the guards attack you. Oh, it's getting dark. I don't like the fact that you can sleep on anybody's bed. I mean, it's good overall, but I just don't. I wish they had a little better mechanics for that. Like, and I have a mod that disables the shield on back and the bow. Damn, she's all the way down there. Where I want to go. What I do now is when I want to jump, I just jump towards the direction of the mountain and he automatically clings. Because that cling mechanic don't work too good. For joystick anyway. You discover it. You'd be like, motherfucker. But if that's the least of my gripes, then I have them. What the hell is this? You see when he comes out, you see his shield. Nice. Who's the proprietor of this place, good sir? You look like the guy. You.
You can craft dye from it. I've even had my child gather bugs and flowers for dye making, so they can understand how colours combine.
That's great. Yo, get the fuck away from me, bro. I'm looking for the guy who owns all of this over here. There's a trading place without anyone to be trading with. I'll steal all this shit, bro. Yo, motherfucker. Who owns this? I want to buy stuff. I should kick them all.
There's good days and bad days. That's just how life is.
Is it?
You just live and get by.
About you? Where you going? Do I stink? It's not giving me an option to. Girl, fuck out the way. Not giving me an option to buy. See, it just says steal. Maybe I don't want to steal. Maybe I want to be an honest man.
My hands have grown steadier and finer with all this work.
Good for you. All right. How you doing, good sir? Yeah, here she is. Look at all these beautiful saddles she has for sale. Call my horse and let's see how it looks. To put the saddle on, you gotta aim at the horse and press the left bumper. It's gonna open his inventory. Then you just give him the saddle. And that's it. And there it is. There's the saddle. Now it should give you a bumpier ride, a better ride. And you got to make sure you pet your horse as much as possible. Because it just levels him up. He feels appreciative. See? See how he leveled up? He's now level 4, so make sure you give some love to your horse. I had to learn that. I was like, oh shit, he levels up. I think she has a little shack that you can sleep. If anyone touches my horse, that's your ass. There's a stone over here. See that purple? That means there's one of those stones. There it is. Now, I also saw some, I knew it. Haha. Oh, I got a long sword. Let's see what the hell is that. This one does 16. This one does 15. Critical rate is a minus, while this one reinforce 100. Reinforcement, we can get there. Reinforce attacks +6, but once I level this up, a hammer. What do you mean unequipped? Come on, I want to equip it. What about this one? The dagger. Need no stinking dagger. Let's throw this one on. Ooh, ooh, no sir. Look at that beauty. Give me a minute, sir. Holy shit. Oh my god, you even called me too. I'm sorry, bro. I had my phone on vibrate. Give me a minute. I gotta take this call. What are you talking about that I'm ignoring you? I told you give me a minute that I was going to be on a phone call over here. What's going on over here? I got my friends coming over to help me move my sectional. The last piece, and life is good. Life is fucking good over here. Hey! Life is real good. Yo, my home is so different without this wall, bro. Ooh. Easy, easy. No easy over here. Alright, now we gotta go to the castle. gotta go back over years. Trials of kindness.
Run.
It's a long way, Papito.
You.
Alright, I love my horse, but serves no purpose right now because we gotta climb a mountain. If we can fall asleep somewhere.
Ever seen someone carve their name onto an animal?
This is where you trade your animals at. Good. Very good, very good. Now we can sleep for 12 hours. Oh, he takes all his gear off. Look at that. 12 hours. Yeah, this game has so much mechanics. It's not even. Ooh, what's in the chest over here is that I can steal at once. Copy it. Oh, damn it! I, come on, go through. Go through, hurry up. Fuck. Once you get enough bounty on you, these motherfuckers come at you like if you owe them, well, you do owe them money actually. Oh my god, get out of there. That's the only thing I don't like about the auto loop. Every time you see a haystack, he automatically jumps in. And riding back at the castle, I won't tell you where, but there's a chest with a nice shield and a sword. How you doing, Jim? I just like how the guards just let you know they're guarding the entrance. Where? In the back of it. The cliffs where I just came from.
Did you hear all the grey mates got wiped out?
Oh wow. For the first time in a long time, my frame rate dropped.
Hail, stranger.
Got away. Oh, look how cute.
Greetings.
I wish I should see a cloud car myself.
See, that's the only thing I don't like about the auto loop. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the auto loop out. There, it's disabled. Because I don't need it right now.
Halt!
Wait. You don't look like a bad sort. Everything seems to be in order.
Stay out of trouble, you hear?
Open it.
You may enter.
Fuckers. I just... Oh! I hit the thing by mistake, bro. I hit it by mistake, bro. At least you know they don't fuck around. When I pick up the controller, I automatically... Oh, man. Oh. And it takes all my money, so there's no way I'm starting there. It brings all my money to zero. I had like $6 grand. Look. Look at top right. Boop. No money's left. It leaves my inventory, but everything I've stolen and everything it leaves, it just makes me broke. Well, at least I paid my dues, so. And I gotta go all the way out here. It's ridiculous. It was an accident. I'm disoriented. Where am I? Damn, it's all the way over there. Oh well, here we go.
Hello to you.
Hi, I just spent a day in the fucking jail cell. Because this game is so fuck out the way. People are by. Taking a shortcut in. How you doing, mate? Don't mind me. I'm just checking the structures of the castle. Hello, mate. Oh shit. They let me in already. I must repent my sins. Yep, the wall seems sturdy. Good foundation.
Greetings.
Hi. You remember me? You guys beat me over the head because I accidentally hit somebody with an arrow. Hello. Mm-hmm. You hurry up before they change their mind. ridiculous over here, Moose. I made a simple little error and I get my ass beat like if I'm some kind of common criminal. It's strictly unfair there, Moose. When my friend gets here, I'm gonna sign off on this shit. Move some stuff, change into my moving clothes. Yeah. I'm just gonna do it until we get to the part where the platform is. And then that might be it for me. Got the little birdie.
You're finally here.
Yes.
He's waiting for you.
Who?
This power will help you get inside.
Thanks. It's very kind. I'm locking in. You're locking into your health insurance. Yeah, so I'm 58 and I never got that either, bro. So I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. That's something I'm looking forward to, but it's something I gotta do. This is as far as I'm getting. That's it. Uno momento, por favor.
Ah, I've been waiting for you. Just as virtue paves the path to wisdom, your deeds have brought us together once more.
You're that beggar.
I am Alustin, and this is the Axiom Archive. It is a repository of the universe's grand design. Each record, the blueprint of a single world.
Why did you summon me?
There are beings who have brought chaos to your world. The consequences of which extend to even you and your comrade.
You have news of them?
You will cross paths with those who escaped Fate's grasp. But the balance of this world and the Abyss has begun to falter. If the cosmic order frays any further,
My friend got here, but we're
our
gonna.
world, the
I'm not
Abyss,
gonna save here. I'm gonna
reality
save on the
itself
checkpoint.
will unravel.
Or else I'm gonna have to
You
do
must
this all
restore
over
the
again.
balance
What
before it's too late.
up?
I don't know what you mean.
Such a grand
Remember
undertaking
all that hard work we did with that one?
begins with small acts that will have a profound effect on the fate of your world.
I little late. There's a Pepsi in the refrigerator and I got a beef patty for you in there. What? What? What you doing? Just looking around? It's different, right? I Moose, my guest is here. I do not, well, actually, she's my fiance. Um, so I'm going to stop it right here. We're going to save it right here. Let me know how you're doing. Send me pictures of your quest. We are going to go right here. 8, 12, 19. All right. And let me know what's up, bro. Got to make sure. Yeah, right. And don't forget to check your add-ons, because when you bought the game, I think they gave you something like a shield or something. So check your add-ons in your. But yeah, that's what we got. Peace out, Girl Scout, and as always, later, baby.